For the past 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, Nigeria has been having challenges that are beckoning and waiting for answers and solutions. That is why we are bringing to you our program, State of the Nation. And this is going to come up on our flagship program this morning on ITV. I am hereby inviting you to join me, Bola Bakare, your host, on State of the Nation, so that we can hasten the motions that brings national development. It's going to be a regular basis on Tuesdays. Make it a date with me. I'll be there waiting for you, and then we shall discuss Nigeria on an holistic level.
Welcome back to your lofty program, State of the Nation, where we hasten the motions for national development. And when it comes to national development, you're part of it. This morning, we shall deal with a factor that borders on us as a people. Because it is us that determines the government that we have. It is us that determines how we want to be governed. It is us that has that franchise of one man, one vote. Little wonder if anything goes wrong. Honestly, the fault is ours. This morning we shall dwell on the element of nationalism and patriotism. That is a singular thing. Are you a nationalist? Are you a patriot? Do you love Nigeria? Do you love yourself? Honestly, if you ask most Nigerians out there, they will probably tell you, I don't care. Some of them want to leave the shores of our land and go somewhere else. I have it on my own personal record of about 2 million Nigerians that are outside of Nigeria, our shores, and they've promised never to come back. Where is that element of nationalism? We are Nigerians. We have no other country. Where is that element of patriotism that goes in tandem with what you can do for your country and not what your country can do for you? With me in the studio to do justice to that element of nationalism and patriotism is none other than my brother, Barrister Sonny Anyao. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, and good morning, Nigerians.
That's great. That's great. Honestly, it was by popular demand. People were saying, yeah, let's hear Barrister once more. And that's why I'm telling you, thank you for honoring the invite.
No problem.
Good. Like I said in my opening, let us take a good look at that element of nationalism and patriotism. Honestly, in Nigeria now, we are not having it easy. If you ask average Nigerian, even to the kid in school, they know what is happening. Nobody is satisfied. Nobody feels good anymore. We barely sleep with both eyes closed. Even at our capital. Where is that element of nationalism that brings out a government that is serving to the people? Are we nationalists at all? Let that be my question to you.
Very good. Good morning, Nigerians, once again. I think my simple answer is that we are not.
Why? Why are we not?
Because of the way things are turning out to be. The people, a group of people elect a leader. If we are 10, we now say, okay, let one person lead us. That's why we have government in place.
Yes.
We have government in place to direct us right.
Yes, of course.
It's not for that government in place is not for it. If not, everybody will just be on his own. I do what I like. I do what I do. I look for a trouble. I can beat this person, hit this person. But we have a leader that look. If I go contrary to the law, there's punishment.
Of course.
If I go do this, there's punishment. But because of the attitude of our leaders, their nationalism has run away from us. It has run away from us. It's just like you said in your opening remark now, introductory remark. He said that people are running away from this country, which is true. Go to embassy, UK, US, Canada, and the rest. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. Nigeria wants to leave. Why? They want to leave their country.
I'm asking you that. Why?
Because of the way the government has conduct the affairs of this country. It is wrong.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay.
I'm not talking about this government alone. I'm not talking about previous government down here. This present government
is a systemic failure over the years. It's not just now.
No.
Start now.
But it is worse with the government of Muhammadu Buhari. It is worse.
Okay, that's a personal opinion based on the parameters you have seen.
Yes.
Agreed. Now, you said something that it is the people in government that is, over the years, that are not doing well enough to be called nationalists. Let me ask you this. Do you think any of our leaders, because you mentioned leaders, do you think any of our leaders have that will to serve the people?
Well, from records, we have some of them, like late Molitala Mohammed. He loves this country.
He wanted to effect a change.
Yes, he wanted to effect a change immediately. Within a few months,
6 months of
6 months, we saw the difference. We saw, after that, we saw someone like Yaradua. Yaradua came on board and started solving problems within a few months. Unfortunately, the hands of death had failed him, and he succumbed to it. Then after that, I don't see any other one who have is a cosmetic leadership we have in this country. Cosmetic leadership we have in this country. I say so because when the 2015, from Jonathan came, tried his best. There was corruption, insecurity, and the rest under Jonathan. I agree with you. There is, but now. So okay, a man who is coming has a military background. Okay, in that case, we now said, okay, let us give him the opportunity. And we give him the opportunity. What happened? He failed us woefully. Because nobody is proud of this country again. You are working in the ministry, you are not proud. You are not given the promotion you are supposed to be given because of where you come from. You are in the armed forces, for example, police, army, and the rest. They promote your junior. They promote your junior ahead of you.
That kills your morale.
Yeah, of course. The nationalism is not there. You saw how the present chief of army staff came to power. They had to retire others just to bring him because he was an anointed. But all his senior intelligent officers, they retired them and put him. Has he done anything? Are we not seeing it? Can we sleep with our 2 eyes open? The answer is no. So that morale you have as a country is not there. I'll give you an example. When there's a football match, they say Nigerians are watching a football match.
You become one nation.
One nation immediately. Under the second one, one nation.
I've seen situations you go to the stadium, somebody you don't know. If we score, you will just jump on the person. You don't know him.
Oh, Musa has scored. Nigeria scored.
Nigeria has scored.
Not Musa. Not Kanwanko scored. No. That time we don't know where they come from. What we know is Nigeria.
One Nigeria.
After the match, 90 minutes, we'll not divide. And I know that, oh, you are a Yoruba man, Hausa man, Igbo man, a German, and the rest. So where have we gotten it wrong? Who did this to us? It is the government of the day.
We did it to ourselves. We did it to ourselves.
Well, I will say that the government should try to change that orientation in us. Nigerians are good people, though. Intelligent people.
Yeah, we're very intelligent
very good. You see, when our police go outside the country, what happened? Number one.
When we go on peacekeeping.
Peacekeeping, number one. Not two, not third. No. Nigeria, number one. The way we come back here, we don't do anything. Why?
Even our people, our men in government, by the time they travel to Western world, they behave themselves.
Of course.
But when they land here, they are in the convoy disturbing the traffic.
The question is, did they change their blood? Yeah, as soon as you land here in Nigeria, your blood system is changed. The answer, I don't know why. So there's problem.
That is it. You see, this element of nationalism that we've touched on has to do with us as a people within democracy. Let's touch on a little bit of patriotism. Patriotism means you're ready to serve your nation. Like with our military, they are the epitome of patriotism because they said they are ready to serve a nation with their lives. Do you think there is patriotism in the land? Just look around. Look around. Can you find a patriot in Nigeria? Somebody who says, "No, I would rather die for Nigeria than do something different."
Well, I don't know. It's not that Nigerians particularly are not a patriotic people. Nigerians are, like I told you, like I've said before. If we are given the enabling environment, Nigeria can perform wonders. We will be able to die for this country. But as it is now, nobody is ready to die for this country now. If it's possible to sell Nigeria, somebody will collect it and put the change in his pocket and go away. If it's possible, but it's not possible.
That is the level of being unpatriotic.
Yes, but because the government of the day has not encouraged us. Like I've given an example. I say the government institution where we have maybe in the ministry, for example, we are not there because of where you come from. Then can you not die for that establishment?
There is nepotism, ethno-religious connotations.
Because the government of the day came on with their own plans. You come from northeast, you come from south, you come from this, you come from that. And that is what is killing us. And that's what even brought this insecurity we're crying today. Because these people are not this, they are not that, they are not that. But today, what are we seeing? We can't sleep. If you wake up today, you say, God, thank you. You love me so much. Because you don't know whether you're going to wake up tomorrow. Even you are right in your house, people are being killed. Then when you go out, you are not safe. So this is a problem. Nigerians are not ready now because of the way things has fallen apart.
Like we said earlier, this is not a situation of the present incumbent government. It is a systemic failure over the years. Because we need to clarify that. It didn't just happen now.
No.
It happened over the years. If it had happened over such a long period, honestly decades, maybe 40, 50 years back, how do we imbibe? Because I believe one thing, if you can identify problems, that same brain that identified the problem should be able to provide solutions. It doesn't matter if the solution is going to be implemented now, or it's going to be implemented in phases, or it's going to be implemented futuristically. It will be there. So we have now seen the element of there is no nationalism, we don't love our country, maybe we believe the country does not love us, and then when it comes to patriotism, nobody wants to die for Nigeria, everybody wants to run away. We've identified those as problems. How do we as a people? Because the way I look at you, and let me say it for myself, I am not running anywhere. I am not going anywhere. We're going to salvage Nigeria together. So if we believe that we're going to salvage Nigeria, for you to stay alone makes you a nationalist. For you to stay makes you a patriot. Because like you said, you get scared of sleeping. And when you wake up in the morning, you say, thank God, I've woken up. That shows you are a patriot. You believe in Nigeria so much so that you are ready to stay. You are not going to run. What are those parameters that we should start imbibing that will make us nationalists and patriots to love our country more?
Well, I think as an individual, excuse me, if we doing the right thing at the right time. For example, now you are in the traffic, you wait for the traffic to pass you, not for you to jump because of this or that, you are this or that. The way, within your environment, Nigerians can wake up and say, okay, even if the government has failed us, we shouldn't fail ourselves.
Of course.
We shouldn't fail ourselves. We tell the government, yes, you have done your best, okay, no problem, stay one side. But we are going to, correct it. So I will play with Nigerians to do the little you can within your environment. Whether you are in the market,
what is called that communal effort.
Whether you're in the market, in the streets, anywhere, whatever you're doing, and imbibe spirit of patriotism that you love this country.
That's it.
As a person, I love this country so much. And if I was not created by God in Nigeria, I would have even revolted against God. Because I love this country. Nigeria is good. We are blessed with everything. Anything you can think of. If Israel is like Nigeria, they will be on top of the wall.
Of course.
Even if America, we're talking about, if they are like Nigeria, have natural resources and everything, they will be on top of the wall. Nigeria is blessed. all we want, what we encourage our citizens, let us don't lose hope. I still believe there's hope in Nigeria.
Of course.
It may not be with this government, maybe the subsequent government that will come in.
No, life is work in progress. Everything keeps moving. Life is a motion.
Yes, and then for the government, a very simple thing, they can start with the federal character. You see this federal character, what do you mean by federal character? You bring two here, equity and justice. That's all we mean. You bring one here, bring one here, bring one here, and make Nigeria. And not for me to say, okay, a particular region should produce this. They are the cent. A particular region should be this. They are the cent. No, that's not what we want. If government now remove this tribalism, nepotism, Nigerians will be ahead of others.
Thank you on that note. Because I like it because you're giving it to us and using yourself as an example in terms of nationalism and a little bit of patriotism. I want to delve a little bit into that patriotism because patriotism demands you doing something for your nation. Nationalism is, well, I am a Nigerian. I want to stay a Nigerian. I will see what I can do. Which can be, like you rightly said, from a communal aspect of things. But before I go into my next question, I would like us to go back there and take a very good commercial. Because it's necessary, it's part of business.
Of course.
Welcome back. Before we went on that small, short commercial break, I was about asking my brother here that now that we've been able to look at nationalism in itself, patriotism as a statement, let us now factor in the element of who we are as a people. Honestly, we are top-notch when it comes to corruption. But this time, I am talking about moral corruption because it is the moral corruption that breeds every other corruption. Be it nepotism, be it, you name it. It is the moral corruption that breeds every other one. And when you are morally corrupt, there is no way you can be a nationalist. There is no way you can be a patriot. What do you think we should do about this, our moral corruption? Because if we don't address it, there is no way we can be nationalists or we can be patriots. What do you think we should do about this, our moral corruption?
Well, regards to our moral corruption, like I said, Nigeria is a fantastic people. Nigeria, I'm proud to be a Nigerian any day.
No doubt.
But looking at what is happening, one will now start. But we should not be, like I said, we should not be discouraged.
Of course.
Our moral corruption, stems from the attitude of the people at the top. That's making Nigerians to feel, oh, what am I doing? What am I killing myself for? What am I doing this? What am I? But if we can imbibe our old orders, the way we do things, we love ourselves. You remember people who stay from here, people were living in Maiduguri very well. People see a lot of people trading in Maiduguri, Igbo men walking, trading
everywhere and everywhere.
Not to Yoruba, the same thing. People were living here, but today, because of what is happening now, people are afraid to go to a particular place. Now, all what we do now is for us to imbibe this our old order, the way we do things. Let us go back to the basis, our cultural basis. What does it say? What does it? So you bring your own idea, I bring my own idea, then we'll fuse it together and bring out the best, and Nigeria will be among the best.
Place. Based on that element of your definition of we should do this together.
Yes.
Let me now translate that moral corruption into the electorate, because it is the electorate that determines our democracy. It is that element of one man, one vote that determines who comes on. And it is the leadership, like you referred to earlier, that it is the leadership that should make the change that we need. Let's talk about the basis of how the leadership came to be. Because if we say you're a nationalist and you want to be a patriot, and then you sit back, and then some people will induce you, either monetarily or otherwise, for you to make him a leader. For God's sake, what will you be expecting? What do you say to the electorate? Who are the basis of the leadership, the government that gives us the leadership?
I think I want to say now Nigerians are more wiser than now, ever before.
Okay.
We have not known that when someone come to give you 1,000, 2,000, will not take you to anywhere. The person is rather killing your future. So the best thing I would say, I would advise our Nigerians to, let us reject them from the word go. Say no.
Let us be more nationalistic.
Let us be more nationalistic. We want this time, I want to get it right. For the first time, let us do it right. So if you are coming with your millions of Gary and rice and the rest to hypnotize anybody, we say no. Please take it away. We have if you go to social media, some people, where politicians go to some villages to, to induce people, they rejected it. They said, please go with your rights, go with this. We don't want it again. So let us this time around get it right. Particularly this coming election we're facing. Let us look about the candidate and say, okay, this is the particular candidate we want. This is the partner we can do. Go for it. Go for that person. And forget about whether the person is giving you rice and garri. Because if you give you rice and garri, it will not last for you more than 1 hour or 2. It's gone. You have future.
And you mortgage yourself for 4 years.
For 4 years. Tomorrow, me and you will start complaining. So the best thing for us to say, no. We're not saying, well, we know that with this hunger, people are suffering, we know. People are dying. Nigeria is sinking. But we say, no, we will not do it.
That's it. That's more like it. That's
we
more
say,
like
no,
it.
we will not do it.
And that is the element of you being a nationalist, believing in your country, and saying, I want the best for my country. I am not going to get induced. Nobody is going to bribe me. I am going to vote for the best man for the job. We'll move a little bit into patriotism. And I would like to dwell on a factor of what we do to ourselves on a regular basis. Let us look at the people that are most patriotic for the definition of it. And those are our men in the military, for which they have mortgaged their life to the service of Nigeria. To me, they are the #1 patriots. Every day we hear, oh, 7 of them are killed. They are 2 of. They are our brothers, sisters, sons, and daughters. They are getting killed on a regular basis. But one thing I want to say, when it comes to this patriotism, and I want to say it to Nigerians, and I want you to be able to maybe buttress me a little bit. Rather than us bastardizing our military, who are patriots, for putting their lives on the line, I think Nigerians, viewers back at home, there is need for us to build patriots. And we have an example on ground. And the example are our military. In most cases, if you go in the social media, you keep abusing our military and making the worst of them. It's high time we eulogize them, encourage them. It is not easy for you to be in your house and somebody is dying on your behalf. Let us, at this point, at this juncture, be more nationalistic and be more of patriots. My brother, what's your last word for Nigerians about being nationalists and being patriots?
But just like you said, the military, I want to still encourage Nigerians. We should not lose hope. Yeah. Even though when the hope is not there, we should continue. This is the only
hope is always there.
Okay. This is the only country we have.
Of course, yes.
We don't have any other country than Nigeria.
Of course.
And each time I see what is going on, I shed tears, I cry. But we should continue the way we are. Just like you just said, the military. Even without any encouragement, when a small allowance are being eaten by the people at the top and nobody is being punished, no question, and the people carry gun to go to
face the enemies and the bandits.
Yes. We should not encourage it. Just like we should emulate them, what they have done. So we should now encourage, because if the people now look at what the government is doing, they will not enter that bush. Everyone will drop his gun and go to his house and sleep. Let the bandit take over. But because of what Nigeria...
Because of the patriotism in them.
Yes, in them. They said, okay, let us go and fight. Even with nothing, no weapon, nothing. They are going because of the patriotism.
Thank you.
So Nigeria should continue in that direction.
Thank you. And to you, our viewers out there, that has been our discourse with my brother, Barrister Sonny Ayaw. And then the last word from me is, let us as individuals be more nationalistic, be in love with Nigeria. We can't hate Nigeria. If you hate Nigeria, why don't you just walk into the sea? Mm-hmm. It's not possible. We are here, we are in it together. We are going to build it together. And let us be patriots. A patriot gives his lot to the nation. A nationalist is a man who believes in his country and works accordingly. A patriot is ready to do things for his country. And that was why we brought in the analogy of our men in the military who put their lives on the line for us. But on a serious note, and on the last note, let us all aspire to be nationalists and patriots. Thanks, my brother. I want to say one big thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much.